Hello, Internet. Welcome back to the Weirdo Watchlist Podcast, the podcast that's slightly off, where we talk about movies that are slightly off. I am your host, Mikey. That is your other host, Sam. And we're here to talk about movies and, big announcement, this is the start of Season 2. Sam finally has Internet and is back on his PC.
Yes.
So we can actually get back to having somewhat of a decent production quality behind our episodes.
I can't believe, I don't know if anybody else thinks it's cool that I went a year without internet, but I think it's cool. I saved a lot of money. So I'm proud of myself. Okay, everyone who's saying I'm weird for not having internet for a year, I did it.
Recording off of your phone and different pair of earbuds each week because we can't figure out the audio.
Yeah, but honestly, living without internet, you got a phone. It's fine.
You got a data plan.
Right. But yeah, so we're back. We're back bigger than ever. Season 2.
Season 2, even though there's no actual episode break, because last episode was on time 2 weeks ago.
We don't miss. Season 2, we don't miss.
But I do want to start right off the bat. There is huge, tragic movie star news. Star of the Naked Gun trilogy, O.J. Simpson, has died today.
For real? Did he actually die?
Yeah, OJ's actually dead, yeah.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did it say how?
I guess he had prostate cancer, but...
okay.
Yeah. We were hyped, but now we're... I don't know how, down and out we can be about O.J. Simpson dying. I thought it would be a funny bit to announce that the star of the Naked Gun trilogy is dead. But, of course, there are other reasons people remember O.J. Simpson.
I can't think of him right now. But,
yeah, the Naked Gun
But rest
movies...
in peace,
Hey.
A very controversial character.
They put him in the Naked Gun movies, and...
That's a pass enough for me.
Hey.
Yeah, that's crazy. I have the Naked Gun trilogy in a $5 flimsy, cheap Walmart pack of 3 movie type things.
Yeah.
And I've only seen the first one, to be honest with you. Maybe this is the catalyst to make me watch them.
I was thinking about that, maybe in honor of OJ, I watched the Naked Gun trilogy. But I was like, I don't think I need to honor OJ.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's did he do it? Did he not? Jury's still out. A lot of,
Maybe forever now. Maybe we'll never know.
We'll never know who really did it.
tomorrow, his closest friend or lawyer or something will be like, yeah, he did it. He's dead now. He did it.
It wasn't him. A fucking what was that Bigfoot Zapruder film? When that guy died, he's like, it was real. We didn't fake it. It happened.
Speaking of Bigfoot, have you heard of Sasquatch Sunset?
Yeah, no, I've been keeping track of that one.
Wow, that I saw part of a trailer. I had to turn it off because I'm like, that looks too weird for me to not go in more blind. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's not out yet, I don't think.
It might be out limited, but yeah, it's coming out
sure.
End of the month, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yep. 18th in, I don't know, a random town near me. I'm not in the cities anymore. I guess so. But yeah. Nah. Right before 420, bro. We're gonna go watch Sasquatch. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that's right. I did remember on the trailer that it was 419, and my girlfriend said, why didn't they wait till 420? I did watch the whole trailer.
It's 420. 420's on a Saturday. That's a bad time to release a movie. Gotta get that Friday in.
I have 2 gigs that weekend for DJing weddings, so...
Hell yeah.
I also DJ'd a Catholic middle school dance, and it was the most fire shit I've ever done.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was last week. I'm sorry, it's not has anything to do with movies, but goddamn, I was over the moon. It was so fun. These kids are so awkward and
I'm sure. I remember.
I fit right in.
Yeah, I remember what I was in middle school. It was awful. I hate it.
Yeah, they all hated their lives, but they all came together and just. I mean, most of them played with balloons like they were freaking a gym because we were in a gym. They were basically playing gym while I was playing Miley Cyrus. It was sick. Oh, I loved it. And I'm gonna bring all of the kids with their parents' permission to Sasquatch Sunset.
All right.
All 160 of them. Let's go, kids. I rented out the theater.
Sasquatch Sunset. Get ready to see some Sasquatch fucking.
Is that in there?
I'm sure it is. Yeah,
I'm sure.
They hard cut the trailer to just Yeah, just plowing. Like, I
Oh,
remember
man.
that distinctly from the trailer.
Jesse Eisenberg's in the movie?
Yeah, he's one of the Sasquatches. And
Oh my
Riley,
God.
like,
I
Keough
really
or
don't
something.
remember this. Oh my gosh, okay. Sick.
Yeah. No,
I'm more excited the more I see about this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because, yeah, it's like no dialogue. You're just watching a bunch of Sasquatches like burp, fart, fuck, and yeah, Sasquatches in the woods for 90 minutes.
Finally a movie I can see myself, in.
Yeah.
It's a reflection of how I live.
I did also want to talk about
Mhm.
a couple movies I saw.
Yes, in
Right.
theaters?
In theaters, new movies. I
Nice.
was able. I don't know if you've seen any of them yet, because
I actually have, because I've been moving and very, very busy. But I actually did. I've caught 2 movies in the last week, so.
Okay, was
What'd you
one
see?
of them? I saw the first Omen.
Oh, I have not seen
Damn
that.
it. Okay.
I bet we haven't seen the same movies.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
But
How was it? How was it?
I thought it was pretty fucking cool.
I've heard
It
nothing but
goes-
decent things.
It goes insanely hard for really no reason, especially because it's like 20th Century Studios pumping it out. It's a studio horror
yeah.
movie, and they fucking don't hold back. There's
Wow,
some
good.
insane shit that they put on screen.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to spoil it because,
Was it legitimately scary to you, you think?
not like scary, but I'm just sitting there thinking, like, how the fuck did 20th Century Studios, like, let this happen? I expect this shit from, like, Neon or A24, but
Good.
on a
Well, that's good.
major studio release for an IP sequel,
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy.
Wait, it's an IP sequel. I don't think I knew that. Is it just the movie The Omen?
Yeah, it's a prequel to The Omen.
Hmm.
It's not like as recognizable as like The Exorcist or
Sure,
Alien,
right. Yeah.
but it's still like a tie into an established franchise.
Okay, it's such a generic name. I just assumed it was new. Like First Omen. Okay, generic name. Probably will be bad, but I'm glad it's not.
No,
I'm glad I'm hearing nothing but good
yeah.
things.
It was pretty fucking great. I had a blast watching it. It shreds. It's so
Yeah?
insane. Yeah.
I might have to bring my girlfriend to that. I don't think she's seen a scary movie in theaters yet. And I remember my first real experience with a horror movie in theaters, and it was so fun. And I didn't expect it to be fun. I always thought that's just not the type of movie I want to watch in a theater. I'm wrong. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Young Sam was wrong, and it's so fun to watch horror movies in theaters. Well, I'm glad that's good. I'll tell you about one of the ones I watched that was not good. It's called Immaculate.
Uh-oh. I've heard a lot of different things about Immaculate.
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney, she's some up-and-comer. She's in this movie, and that's, it looked just okay enough to, sit through. And it was fine. But,
Sure.
I won't watch it again. And there's a movie coming out. God, I just saw the trailer before this, and it felt like the same premise. This girl goes to this nun, what are those called? Those nun...
A nunnery.
Nunnery?
Maybe, I don't know. It could be.
But
Like
it's
a coven. That's like a witch thing, actually.
Yeah, it's something like that. I want to...
See, you have a computer.
Convent.
See, you got a computer now. You can look it up yourself. I don't have to do all the work.
Yeah, so this movie came out. It is a neon movie, and yeah, she has this immaculate conception, just like Mary did, and she's somehow pregnant without having sex. Ooh. But yeah, there was some real corny shit going on, but a couple good performances, and nothing super to write home about.
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny. So, is that what the first Omen's about?
No, First Omen's about this family whose son turns out to be the son of the devil, the actual Antichrist.
Oh, sick.
And it's all right. I watched it before this first Omen. And it was I think I was expecting too much going into it, so I was left a little disappointed.
Yeah.
But it's got some crazy moments to it for 1976, So
Yeah.
it's still worth checking out, but there's this new one goes like above and beyond just fucking crazy. It was gonna be like NC-17, but they like cut 2 shots out of it where I think I can get away with like spoiling like what shots
Spoiler
they
alert
cut
here.
out. Like
Yeah.
there's gonna be like front view of just vagina that they cut out,
They were
and
going-
and
yeah.
instead chose to go like side profile of like cheek and thigh. And
Boring safe.
listen, it's still, you see the movie and you're still like, how the fuck is this on like being shown on screen right now? It's still kind of fucking insane. Like even like the stuff they were able to leave in for an R rating. My jaw was on the fucking floor.
All right, I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch this. I love a good nasty birth scene.
Dude,
Love it.
It's yeah.
Did you see the trailer for the movie Abigail? The little vampire girl that these people get locked in a house with.
I've seen like a little bit of it. I never watched the full thing. I think I saw it like on a YouTube ad, maybe,
Yeah.
or like a Twitter preview video that I didn't watch fully.
Sure.
But
Yeah, they're pushing it pretty hard. It seems like whatever studio it is.
Good year for horror, I think. Like
Universal Pictures.
Yeah.
And it looks like kind of fun, and I really like the girl was in Matilda the musical
I didn't
on
see
Netflix, and no one else did. That's a nerd me thing, but yeah, no, I really think that one looks good.
Okay.
Yeah. So what was the other movie you saw this week?
I was able to catch Civil War, which is out this weekend.
Oh, you were.
I was able to, yeah.
Oh, you better not spoil that. But tell me how you feel about it.
I thought it was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's intense. I think my only big complaint, and this is not like a spoiler, it's like thematically, it's too politically neutral. Like.
Okay.
Like the movie establishes itself. It's got like the base level U.S. government with President Ron Swanson, and then you got the Western forces of California and Texas, and then you got the Florida Alliance and some other third alliance, but you don't understand or know where all of them like fall like politically.
Oh yeah.
So it's just 2 opposing armies that you don't know anything about, fighting in America on American soil. And the whole time you're following war journalists and like photojournalists the whole time,
Okay.
which that part's
Oh, yeah.
cool, because like they're in the thick of it, going to combat zones to photograph, and like you see them like following soldiers, and the soldiers like stay the fuck back. Okay, now you can move, and like you see the pictures they're taking, and like all those scenes where they're in a combat zone, getting shot at, watching people shoot back. That's fun. That's intense. Those moments are like really fucking good. But
Yeah.
narratively speaking, and in terms of like establishing like why the country is fighting itself, there's nothing left. There's nothing to it. So that can that might frustrate some people, but
Well, at least knowing going in like it's gonna be they're fighting and it's vague, and I'm okay with that. I can live with that.
yeah. But I will say though, I think the fucking guy who stole the whole show is Jesse Plemons, because he shows up for a scene in this movie as this
Scene.
Yeah, he's in one scene, but fucking terrifying performance from him.
Cool.
Like he plays like this loud and proud redneck type gun toting guy who's doesn't align himself with any faction. In the trailer, you see him asking what kind of American are you? When they say please don't, we're Americans. What kind of American? And that's the scene he plays out in this fucking movie, and it's fucking bone chilling.
Hell yeah, I love Jesse Plemons.
He's so fucking good. Yeah, no, he absolutely steals the show. But the rest of the movie too, especially leading up to the climax, it's pretty fucking intense gunfights, and then just waiting to see if one of these journalists gets shot, because they overreach what they're trying to get a picture of.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to see it when it comes out.
This weekend.
Like a normal person. Like the rest of society.
Whoops.
What was the other movie I saw? Oh, Wicked Little Letters, and I loved it. And I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
many people are gonna probably go check it out. I don't know. I don't know if that's a true statement, but I wish
Yeah.
people would, because it's a very fun, original like movie, and it's great performances, and it's just fun. I just had a really, really good time, and I left happier. Yeah,
Had a good
I
time.
recommend it.
I
I
think-
recommend it.
Yeah,
Jesse Buckley.
I saw a trailer for that, and I just saw, like, this looks like British pulpy nonsense.
Yep.
And I saw that you logged it on Letterboxd, the one movie you logged,
Yeah.
and you're just like, I fucking loved it. It's so good. Oh my god! Like, you're the only
Yeah.
person I can readily think of who has seen that movie.
Right. I mean, I can see why it would go under the radar. I can see why, all these things. And that's a bummer. But yeah, go check it out if you're interested in seeing a movie that I think more people should see.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse Buckley. Oh,
Oh,
man.
is it
And-
like British funny letters, funny pages?
No, so it's like a mystery comedy, and this woman is getting letters in the mail. Like from scene one, she's getting this letter, and it says like, "You're a fat fucking bitch. You're a fucking," like, just like the worst shit. Like, I can't even think of things right now. "You're a fat fucking bitch" is the worst thing I can think of. "You're a horse's cunt." Things like that. And then she's like, "Who's behind this?" They assume it's the neighbor girl, who's played by Jessie Buckley, and that tension. And like that story of like, is it her? People in town start thinking it's, all that kind of stuff. It's a story about that, and it's very funny, and the letters are all very funny and crude, but the movie is a lot funnier than just like a crude, which I kind of thought maybe going in, like, okay, crude, things that's funny, but no, it's
lovely British women. Olivia Colman saying the C word.
yes, she rocks.
I mean, she does rock, yeah.
She rocks. She plays a very, very great character, I think, too. That is a little deeper than, like, just some surface level mystery comedy.
Yeah.
So highly recommendo.
All right.
That's the movies I've watched.
I've been watching a lot of stuff. I haven't stopped. I don't know what the last movie I talked about on here was last episode. So I'm trying to think what.
Pull up your letterbox. I can do that now.
Dude, I'm looking at it myself. I don't even know what to bring up.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I do want to talk about. I was thinking recently I finished through Richard Kelly's filmography, all 3 movies, Donnie Darko, Southland Tales, The Box. None of except for Donnie Darko, none of them are those other 2 just aren't good. But he's a director who's got something to him where I want to see more of, because I don't know what to expect, and I don't know if it's going to be good or not, kind of like an M. Night Shyamalan type,
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had remembered that Josh Trank is also a 3-time director who has been sentenced to director jail because he's bad at making movies. And I remembered that there's one movie of Josh Trank's that I hadn't seen. He did Chronicle, great fucking movie. I love that one.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
He did Four Stick, Fantastic Four from 2015.
Terrible.
Bad movie. It's not as terrible as everyone thinks. There are worse superhero movies out there. But, he he's all, remembered for, being up in arms about how the studio didn't let him make the movie he wanted. It's the studio's fault this movie's garbage. It's not my fault. It's the studio. They interfered. Which, wouldn't be shocking. It's a studio film.
Yeah.
But in 2020, he did release a movie. And he was very proud of it because this is his vision. The studio didn't do shit to this one. And it's Capone with Tom Hardy as Al Capone. And it's fucking terrible.
Oh, really?
Wait,
is it old? Newer? What?
From 2020.
Okay, I see.
So,
okay.
it's his follow-up to Fantastic Four. And this one is, I think, worse than Fantastic Four.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like Tom Hardy's Al Capone, but he's not like, in the prime of him being a gangster in Chicago. It's him as he has syphilis and dementia, and he's going fucking crazy in the last year of his life, just like running around his mansion, just quacking, and just the most bizarre performance Tom Hardy can ever give. And I'm sitting there watching it the whole time, wondering, like, how the fuck did anyone think that this would be good? Like, it felt like I was going insane watching it. Because it doesn't say anything about Al Capone or his life or what he thinks his life ended up like.
Yeah.
It's not introspective on like him coming to terms with his violent past. It doesn't tell us anything other than Al Capone was a crazy motherfucker in the last year of his life.
Yeah. He's just an old man.
And it's like
dying.
Yeah, and it's distracting because Tom Hardy's giving the most bizarre performance of his career. Like, he's just like, he's talking like this the whole time, I'm a Capone, you can barely fucking understand him. And he's just going fucking insane. Like, on screen and off camera. And,
well,
yeah, no,
I'm not gonna watch it.
You
almost guaranteed.
Listen, I brought up that idea to my coworkers who had seen it. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm missing one Josh Trank movie, and it's Capone, and they told me not to watch it. They're like, do not even bother. That is a waste of time. You don't have to watch it. No one's making you. Just don't do it. And I watched it that night instead of,
Didn't we talk about this? We've talked about this. How we don't put ourselves through.
Oh yeah.
Unnecessary bad.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Do you regret it? Do you regret it, or are you glad you saw Capone?
I'm still happy I watched it because it is like an experience to watch it. Like as much as I have been shitting on Tom Hardy, he is the most interesting part of the movie because it's not like interesting in a way that a movie would want it to be interesting. Where you're like, oh yeah, I'm with this character. You're sitting there like, how the fuck is Tom Hardy still allowed to do funny voices in movies, He's got the bike riders coming up, and if you've seen the trailers for that, he's rambling on, talking like a fucking, like, weirdo, He's talking like this, he's a fucking, he's the head of a motorcycle gang talking like this. And, like, after seeing Capone, I'm like, who let him do that voice? Who's letting him do this stuff,
Well, not me.
There are like three different points in Capone where he just shits his pants. Actually. Like he's getting grilled by an FBI agent about where he had $10 million and he's just sitting there shitting his pants in the movie. Like this is not a fucking serious movie. I don't care what Josh Trank has to say about it. This is not serious.
Well,
it's honest to God, one of the most bizarre movies I've seen like recently.
I'm gonna skip it.
You should be happy it is not on the Weirdo Watch List.
Yeah. We haven't got too many duds, and honestly, I'm so okay with what's going on here. And he added a bunch of things to the list, by the way, everyone.
We talked about it off camera, but he did add, Tyler did add about 20 movies to the watch list. I'm not remaking the wheel. I mean, I might. I did say I might, just because there's a lot of different ones. But I did just physically type them in. Such movies include Hundreds of Beavers, Love Lies Bleeding, Cade the Tortured Crossing, The Adult Swim Yule Log,
and what the hell?
And The Death of Dick Long, and The Seventh Curse, which I've actually seen The Seventh Curse. That's a fun movie to talk about, I think.
Okay. Well, see if we spin it.
If we spin it.
Add it away. What did we spin this week? You want to talk about that?
We can talk about that. Last week we spun Survive Style 5+ by Gen Sekiguchi. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. But it's Japanese anthology ensemble movie. following 5 different plot lines as they bob and weave and intersect, and shenanigans ensue, I guess.
That poor father.
Crazy what happened to him, poor guy.
Bird
but
father.
Listen, he made it in the end. He learned how to fly.
Yeah.
Let's add some context to this conversation. So yeah, like I said, it's 5 bizarre stories again as they like interconnect. They don't. I thought it was gonna like build up to like one big climax where all 5 stories clash, but it's just kind of like 5 stories that like bob and weave with each other, and like, you know, like 2 stories will connect, and then, you know, you'll see like one of those stories connect with a different story. It's kind of like they kind of like tangle together a little bit.
Yeah. Which I was totally fine with. I was very confused at the beginning. I knew this was like 5 different stories. Well, it's very obvious that it's 5 different stories because they show fucking numbers on the screen, and it's called Survive Style 5+. So like I understood that, but like I didn't really get some of them at first. But
I thought it was going to be.
They made it
like,
work.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like 20-minute shorts that eventually connect up.
Right.
So when like the first like 5 minutes when they cut to a different story, I think it's like they cut to the family. You know, as they go to like they and I was like, we're going to see a hypnotist. You know, I was like, okay, so we're just going to be cutting back and forth. But that honestly didn't ruin the pacing too much for me, because each story is just so different and unique, and there's a lot of different stuff going on. But let's talk about each of the different plot lines, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to maybe even look it up, because there's so much going on in this movie, and
there's a lot. I think I got it figured out, right? I think I got each one figured out, right? So the first one. Please. I think the movie opens up with the guy who kills his wife and then discovers that she's still alive, and his whole plot line is he keeps trying to kill his wife, but she keeps coming back with a different thing to fuck him up with, right? I don't know how it's happening. They don't explain how it's happening. He just kills her, buries her, drives back home, and she's back. You know, maybe she spits fire. Maybe she's got, like, rocket-propelled limbs to punch him with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so good.
He's having it rough. But, you know, the second story, or one of the other stories, is this woman who works in advertising who keeps coming up with different commercials, but none of them are good and are either too ridiculous for what they're trying to sell.
Yeah.
You know, so she'll think about a commercial, and then she'll record it like a man wins a race because he finishes too quickly in bed, and then it'll cut to that commercial playing in her head, and it's a dude in a relay race who falls behind. By the way, I've seen this specific bit like on the internet before, and I thought it was like a real commercial bit or like a real skit. I didn't know it was part of this movie until I saw it.
Honestly, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I think I've seen this, like on Twitter or something. You know, somebody.
It's been passed around the internet.
Yeah, it's an easy reel to put up for sure, and it's a funny joke right there.
It's a segmented clip, but it's like
there was
3 dudes in a relay race, right? One of them's falling behind a lot, and the race gets like progressively more and more silly, and the dude in the middle, right? He's still like way behind. Until the final leg of the race is they have to like have sex with these women, and like the 2 dudes who are like up in the lead, they're going to town at it, but the dude in the middle catches up, finishes too quickly, so he's able to win the race because he's too fast in bed. And
I want to run that race.
You'd be a champion at it.
Thank you.
One pump.
I'm very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he finishes, and that's like he finished the race. He's the winner because he comes too quickly in bed, and it's like I don't even remember what exactly it's supposed to be a commercial for. Maybe it's like contraceptives or something. I don't remember. But she laughs at her own joke basically, and then she carries on about her business, trying to like make commercials for other people, you know, and like her clients don't like him, and then she's like, "You guys are fucking stupid. This is hilarious. This is memorable." And they're like, "We don't want this. We just want a basic commercial, not this. What is this?" One of the other plot lines is a family goes to see a hypnotist who was in bed with the advertising woman, and he came too quickly. That's what gave her the idea to do that commercial.
Yeah.
So they go to see the hypnotist, and the hypnotist hypnotizes the father into thinking he's a bird. So he's sitting there like, ooh, ooh, and he's like that the rest of the movie, because plotline number 4 follows a hitman played by Vinnie Jones from Snatch, British character actor Vinnie Jones.
Didn't expect that. Maybe you said that on the podcast too, but I didn't remember. So, yeah.
British character Vinnie Jones plays just a hired hitman who like flies into Japan. He asks the question, "What's your function in life?" to everybody he meets.
Yeah.
And the reason why the father is stuck as a bird for the whole movie is because Vinnie Jones kills the hypnotist.
Very one, like...
Yeah.
Very publicly as well.
Very on stage in the middle of this, like, big elaborate performance.
Yeah, as he's hypnotizing the guy to be a bird.
Yeah, and now the dad is stuck as a bird for the remainder of the film. The family's just trying to cope with it. They're dealing with it. They can't have chicken anymore because they tried to serve chicken for Christmas, and the dad freaked out because, like, that's a bird. That's me. I'm a bird. They're gonna kill me and eat me. Basically,
he's my dad, and he's a bird.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
So let's see. And then the last plot line is this trio of like burglars just going around town burgling, and then maybe there's some sexual tension between two of them. And they play the same song anytime that tension is being like shown on screen.
And thank God it is like the joke is in English, because I wouldn't have got it if it wasn't. But the song is talking about, like, what is it? I'm gonna come,
it's
like over and over again saying,
"Come for me, baby, come for me, baby."
That's right. I'm like, hell yeah.
It's like one of them will be like talking like, "Yeah, dude, I can like come without even doing anything. It's just pure concentration." And then one of them is like, "I'd like to see that." And then the song plays, "Come for me, baby," as they're like staring at each other.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
And then eventually they go hide in the hypnotized family's closets because they're robbing their house, but they get distracted. Family gets home, so they have to hide in a closet, literally in the closet. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
And then one of them's like, "Yo, dude, you smell pretty good. Come for me, baby, come for me," as they're like staring at each other again.
Oh my god.
And it's just like just wacky shenanigans like that, as like they like each like story like intersects with a different one every time.
Oh, I loved it. I think my favorite characters were the hitman and his like translator guy.
Yeah.
Coordinator, I suppose. My god,
because
they were funny.
Yeah, it was so insane too, because like they're like they'll be talking to someone. Vinnie Jones will just start popping off, and then the translator will come in to translate to the other person, and they're just both talking over each other. Like, I don't know who I'm supposed to listen to. Thankfully, there's subtitles.
You're right.
So right. I can still like understand the conversation. But of course, like the translator's like 2 seconds behind the conversation the whole time.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because he's got to like translate too, so he's got to like figure out what he's saying.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of like watching, almost like watching a movie in English with subtitles that are just like slightly off. You know what I mean?
Like a live,
he's not translating perfectly. Yeah, so it's just like, I'm hearing this. I got to stop reading these words. Even though I've been reading all the words at the bottom this whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was great, and I really loved the hypnotist guy. What an asshole piece of shit, obviously, but like...
Yeah, he was so funny.
So funny. God dang. But, yeah, no, this movie rocked.
Yeah, I had a good time with it.
Yeah.
It's pretty difficult to find on the internet right now, but I was able to watch it on Internet Archive. They've got it.
Oh, I found it right goddamn on YouTube.
Yeah,
Somebody put it up 4 months ago.
What was the YouTube channel's name?
Movies should be easy to find.
Yeah, and that is a true statement. They should
Should I
be
see
fucking
what else
easy.
they have?
Yeah.
Whatever weird shit they have. Women in Love from 69. Summertime Machine Blues from 2005. Like, really random shit.
I assume shit that's just also just like,
And only 8 movies.
Yeah, not available.
Guess. But, you know, if you put this movie up, maybe the other ones are good.
Maybe. I don't know. It could also be that those movies don't have a copyright on them.
True.
And those movies are the ones you got to be careful with because they might be bad. Not Survive Style 5 Plus though. That's a good old time. Again, it's just wacky, zany. One thing I did love was the production design of the whole thing too.
Yeah.
Like the art direction for this movie is kind of fucking insane. Just how colorful it is.
Yes, absolutely. And the one dude's house, like I think the guy who
the guy who keeps trying to kill his wife.
Kill his wife. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. His house is insanely cool.
Every fucking room is a different color. Like, not even just like the walls, but the way it's lit too. Like the fucking front entrance is like this like huge greens and browns, and then he goes up to his like second floor hallway, and everything's blue, and like it looks like it's darker out, and like the camera color correction is also blue. Goes into his kitchen, everything's yellow. It's an insane movie to look at alone too.
I really enjoyed it way more than I expected to, especially in the first, like, it really won me over. At first I was just like, all right, this might be weird. This might, you know.
Hey, that's the name of the
game. No, it won me over true. It won me over real quick. With the hypnotist, as soon as that dad turned into a bird, that was like, funny as shit. I was having a great time. I could watch that I could watch a spin-off of that fucking hypnotist. When was this made? 2004. Oh yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, 20 years ago. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, 20th anniversary Survive Style 5 Plus.
Yeah, and it really is like, just one of the it's a good time. I mean like, I don't know, like each story's got its own like themes going on with it. I didn't get it at first with the guy who's like trying to kill his wife. I thought his house was like haunted by a bunch of different spirits trying to kill him, like one at a time. Yeah. Like I was trying to like look up videos on like what this movie is like about and like other like stuff about it, and all I could find were like 2 videos from like 10 years ago, 12 years ago each, like reviewing them, like amateur like film critics on YouTube just like talking about it.
That's us.
Wow,
we're doing that right now. Fantastic.
And like, oh, god damn it, the fucking dog's barking. Minnie!
Cutie.
Whatever.
Wants to be on the podcast.
No, she heard something knocking around, but.
Well. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. Honestly, I want to watch it again, just because I pulled it up again on that thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was really funny.
I was thinking about
every little scene, especially the hypnotist scene, very funny to me.
Yeah. I'm turning my fucking microphone down. So, oh no, I turned you down on accident. Whoops.
Come back.
There you go. Here we go. I'm turning me down, so then hopefully the dog's barking isn't picked up too much.
There was one like dream sequence scenario where the guy killing his wife falls asleep and he's getting chased by army men through the woods. Remember that scene? Vaguely?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So it's just dream logic, right? So all the army men are like crawling like you would expect like a little plastic army man to be crawling at the woods, like so kind of slowly, and it's like very terrifying. He's trying to get money into this payphone in the woods. I loved that. I loved that kind of vibe. I
gotta stop real quick. Hold on. I'll be right back. You can keep rambling to the audience. I gotta shut my dog up.
Gotcha. That's okay. Oh yeah. But yeah, guys, this movie was really, really fun. I can't even really explain very well what it is without spoiling more than, I guess we're spoiling. You should watch it. If you haven't, we haven't said this yet, but if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It is on YouTube. I think I could find it a couple of different places. Internet Archive. Um, it is a really good time. I really, really enjoyed a couple of the performances. Like I said, the therapist, or not therapist, or hypnotist.
Okay, I am back. The dog
yeah.
is cooled the fuck off.
Okay, cool.
I'm ready to continue. Sorry about that, audience.
No problem, bro. I just kind of rambled on. I didn't even know what I was saying. I'm pretty high.
All right.
Anyway, when did you watch this? You watched this like not even a week ago, right?
Like I think on Monday. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one, I couldn't remember the name, by the way. Remember I said that last episode? I was like, "There's no way," and I said it out loud even.
Yeah.
Yep. There was no way I remembered it. Survive Style 5+, and I'll probably forget the name of it as soon as I forget about it.
Of letters.
It is a lot of shit going on. Did you know the director of this movie was a director of commercials before this?
I think I looked that up. And that absolutely makes sense.
Yeah.
You're
interesting.
like, it's not something you'd pick up like while you're watching it, but if that's something going into it, everything is so like quick and segmented off.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked this. I liked the style. Obviously, I think the whole point is being stylized and being over stylized, I suppose, with the story, the plot, how it looks, the cuts, the editing, and then literally the name, Survive Style. I guess does it ever explain what that means? Does it even say that in the movie?
It's gotten to the point where I just don't question what a movie's title has to do with.
Yeah.
There's nothing like I can think of, like watching where the title has anything to do with it, like what I'm looking at. Like everything is pretty straightforward when it's in terms of being named. Like, God damn it, what am I looking at? Like Raising Arizona. They're trying to raise a baby named like Nathan Jr. Arizona.
Yeah.
And it takes place in Arizona, so. Like
good ass movie.
Yeah.
Good ass movie. Good
ass movie. Yeah. Life Force. It's about space vampires sucking the life force out of you.
Oh, you just watched that recently?
I did just watch that. Yeah, that's a bizarre movie. I think that's on the watch list. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I do have a complaint about Life Force. Right. We'll get a little bit off topic. Right. Life Force. Right. The movie's got a naked woman and two naked dudes as the space vampires. Right. That's established in the beginning of the movie.
There's naked space vampires?
Naked space vampires.
I should be watching this now. Tell me more.
And you see booby a lot. You see a lot of booby.
Nice.
But there's, again, you'd think that there's two naked dudes, you'd see some penis. No penis. Not even any man ass. Yeah, so I wrote a letter.
This was the 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah, 85.
Damn, if this movie needs to be remade with a few more dicks, actually a lot more dicks, and for 2024 type audiences.
Yeah. The 2024 audiences wouldn't watch it because there's too many naked things in it.
I would.
Fucking TikTok moviegoers today hate nudity and sex in movies.
Saltburn got people talking.
Yeah.
Was it good? I liked it actually. Did you watch that one?
Yeah,
you did, right?
I talked about it. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I wrote on Letterboxd about Life Force that two naked dudes, no dick or even ass, wasted time. 7 out of 10. And
7 out of 10. Okay, so still pretty good.
Yeah. No, I still liked it, but again, shame that there's no dick.
Shame.
And then a good old enemy of the show, Austin, had to write that I gave a sus review, but I wrote back that I'm just fighting for equality in the film industry.
Yeah, in the 80s.
In the 80s, but
I'm trying to change the film industry by critiquing the 80s.
Yeah, we need more penis in movies.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose we do. End the stigma.
End the stigma. Show me some cock.
Every movie could improve with some dick. Small Soldiers, for example. What if those little action figures had dicks?
I got a small soldier to show you.
Here you go. We're on it now. Put
Yeah.
more
Well,
dicks in the
now we're thinking.
movies. Godzilla versus Kong, but they each have anatomically correct dicks and they show them often.
Flopping.
Flopping while they're jumping up on a freaking skyscraper or whatever.
Yeah.
Dick and balls.
Dick and balls colliding into buildings. Tearing them down. That's what's causing all the destruction.
100% that would get
Swinging.
more... That would probably get more revenue in the box office than like Wicked Little Letters is going to, just because Dick and balls.
Dude, the people crave them whether they want to admit it or not. Dick and balls.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
We've seen enough booby. We need some penis.
So let me try to give this movie Survive Style a review.
Yes.
I give it 4 dicks and 3 balls out of 10.
Dude, one of those guys is missing a ball then.
Something's happening there. But
and then one of them just doesn't have any.
You know what? That's just how I see it. No, I really did enjoy this movie.
Yeah.
I probably 4 out of 5. You know.
Yeah, no, same here.
Easy watch. Nothing. I mean, I was trying to say an innocent watch, but I mean it's weird as fuck. But like it's fun. It's just a fun early 2000s.
Yeah, it's super entertaining. Whether you want to call it like wacky, zany, what have you. Does
it belong on the Weirdo Watch List?
I certainly think it does.
I think it does too. It's weird, and that is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
No, it's again like super entertaining. Each plotline's so different and unique that it keeps you guessing on what's happening next, what really will happen next. I think, but yeah, no. Again, highly fucking recommend it. I got it pretty up high on the podcast list ranking I have. I've got it like sitting like next to Suture and Dress to Kill, but not above Exterminating Angel or Sonatine. But it's above Ogroff.
Hey, I should look at my ratings. I wonder, have I rated all of them? I should. I've been so lazy without the internet.
Yeah, you need to. You don't need to do anything. I don't care what you do as long as you're here to.
That's
record.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. I don't need to do shit. I want to go see Monkey Man though. That's what I want to do.
I still got to see that one too. I'm supposed to see. They're playing Dawn of the Dead for a 45th anniversary this weekend.
Sweet.
Yeah, so might go catch that.
I've never seen the original. Sounds fun. Cool, man.
Well,
fuck yeah. Should we spin that wheel?
Let's spin that fucking wheel. Yeah. Let me
spin
get that shit.
Wheel.
Wheels up. Wheels are spinning. What do we got?
Oh. I also forgot Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is coming out in less than a month.
Dude, I'm so
just about a month.
I'm going ape right now. We
yeah,
have
fucking
Cheatin. That is the name of the movie.
Cheatin.
Cheated with a comma.
Cheated.
Not cheated. Cheatin, like you're actively doing it.
Cheatin. From 2013?
Yep.
Whoa, what the fuck is this? What am I looking at here?
It's by Bill Plympton. How long is it? 72 minutes. That's a good runtime.
It's a nice little shorty.
What else has Bill Plympton done? Okay, he's done a bunch of animated stuff. Jesus.
Cool.
Christ, this dude's got a lot of stuff. But yeah, American animator, graphic designer, has a bit in ABC's of Death 2, I guess. But anyway, the movie in a fateful bumper car collision, Jake and Ella meet and become the most loving couple in the long history of romance. But when a scheming other woman drives a wedge of jealousy into their perfect courtship, insecurity and hatred spell out an untimely fate. With only the help of a disgraced magician and his forbidden soul machine, Ella takes the form of Jake's numerous lovers, desperately fighting through the malfunction and deceit as they try to reclaim their destiny. It's got no one in it that I recognize.
Oh my!
But it seems to it's streaming on VUDU for $2. So that's a pretty immediate way to watch it. I might see if it's on YouTube actually.
Cheatin.
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 Getting a lot of music videos, actually. Bill Plympton.
Is there VUDU?
Nope, looks like just YouTube trailers on that. Let me throw it into the Google machine.
Free on that Canopy, which is I think like a.
See, as much as I would love to use Canopy, right? I don't
public
live
language.
like the nearest county I can use it is Hennepin County, but I don't live in Hennepin County, so I would have to pay the library people of Hennepin County $5 a month to access their library stuff as an out-of-towner. Just so I can use Canopy, which is a free streaming service, so that's kind of counterintuitive.
It sure is. Well, I'm gonna probably just pay $2 as well.
Yeah, that seems to be the quickest way to watch it. Vimeo, though. Is this... Uh-oh. Yeah, it's not on Vimeo. So, $2 is the troll fee for watching Cheatin by Billy Plympton. That will be next week's, or next episode's feature film.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, I'll add it to my watch list just so I remember it. And then, that's, yeah, I got nothing else. Let's watch Cheatin from 2013 by Bill Plympton.
Wonderful. I'm in. And I have internet, so I can easily do it this time. No problem.
No fucking problem. All right. Yeah, sick. Cool.
All right, homie. Well,
that's
until that time.
Until that time, let's say goodbye to the audience.
What else we got to say to them?
I got nothing. Goodbye, audience. Thank you for listening.
Bye, everyone.
Be sure to watch it for $3. $2.99. So I'm running up now. But yeah.
God damn it! It's getting more expensive as we go.
Because we continue this episode any longer, it'll be $4. So let's end it here.
Let's end it. All right. Have a good night.
Thank you everybody for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, listen, and watch the next movie for the next episode. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Bye bye.